Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Rockies Now podcast. We are a Colorado Rockies podcast, and this is recap episode for Game 2 of the series and Game 15 of the season. And it was against the Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at the Rogers Center. Unfortunately, it is a Rockies loss by the score of 5-3. This was a tough one, but like I've said before, these tough losses unfortunately happen. Let's get to it. Okay, so game starts out. Dakota Hudson had a rough first inning, giving up 5 runs to start it off. And unfortunately, it was an unfortunate first inning, but luckily he settled down in after that, throwing five additional scoreless innings after that. His final stat line was 6 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 5 earned runs, all of which were in the first inning, and giving up 3 walks and 5 strikeouts, with, of course, one of the hits being a home run. Again, it wasn't a bad performance. He, of course, sometimes starters have those bad first innings, but he hung in there, being the veteran that he is. He stuck it out, gutted it out, and gave the Rockies a chance. So he did good. And pitching overall was good after that. Vodnik, Bird, they were solid out of the bullpen, each throwing a scoreless inning apiece. So that was all together. So this was a pretty good, again, bad first innings happened, but overall, it was a good pitched game for the Rockies that gave them a chance. The defense is good in this game. Of course, that was highlighted by the great catch by Chris Bryant in right field in the first inning. And my goodness, his replacement later in the game, Michael Toglia, that was quite a throw from right field in the 7th inning. Right there, gets it, charges the ball, makes a nice throw to Ryan McMahon at first base, and gets Vlad Guerrero. Vlad Guerrero, of course, makes a signal to the dugout to check it, but immediately after, they told him, nope, come off. So again, great play by Michael Toglia. It'd be nice to see him play out there a little more. He's got he's got that arm, so it'd be nice for him to get some more playing time out there in the outfield. So, but again, awesome throw, great play, and a great tag by the Gold Glove nominee Ryan McMahon to get Vlad Guerrero, who's trying to do a swim move around third base, but nope, not going to get it that time. So good play. That's a highlight one for the. And again, today the offense was okay. I mean, like I said, down 5-3, down 5-0 after one inning. This team did not give up. Close losses do happen, but again, they kind of scratched and clawed back into the game, scoring 1 run in 1 inning and then 2 runs later in the 6th inning to claw back. But here's something interesting, unfortunately, real quick. Nolan Jones was the only player to have a multi-hit game. He had 2 hits. Bretton Doyle, he crushed that one. He got all hold of that one homer he hit today. But here's an unfortunate stat for both sides. Neither team was good with runners in scoring position. The Rockies were 2 for 7 today, and the Blue Jays, they were 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And both teams left 6 runners on base each. So, I mean, both teams, like I said, struggle in high leverage situations at the plate, but you're going to have games like this. And like I said, it's a tough loss, a close loss, but it just shows the Rockies, they fought. They scratched back in and they gave themselves a chance, just couldn't come up with this one at all. So today, like I said, the game was for the Rockies okay overall when you think about when you encompass the whole aspect of the game of baseball. They kept it close. They gave themselves a chance. But, when I look at this team, the blowout losses that the Rockies had in the first 2 series against the Diamondbacks and the Cubs, they've kind of put that in the rearview mirror. And lately, all their losses have been close, which shows me when I look at them, they're kind of a team that's right there on the verge. They need that something little extra, just catapult them over to not lose these close games, or maybe win by a close margin of victory. And again, season is still young. Like I said, 15 games in, we got a long way to go. So like I said, maybe they're missing that little extra something to give them that to kind of push them over the top, but we'll have to wait and see how this goes. The finale is tomorrow against the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, some little Rockies news today. Again, today, for those of you who didn't see us, of course, Chris Bryant started the game in right field. Michael Toglia came into the game later to replace him. Chris Bryant left. It was in the 4th inning due to back stiffness. I've commented on a previous episode. We know he's dealing with back issues. That is a very common thing for baseball players, whether you're a pitcher or a position player. I hope he's starting to figure out something to help keep his back in good. Again, a bad back is tough to shake when you're a baseball player, especially a position player when you're making as many swings as a position player does. I hope he's okay and can figure something out, because again, he had a really tough start to the season, but he's starting to slowly kind of come along here. And again, if he misses significant time due to this back issue, that could spell as a tough thing for this team, because you need a veteran like him in the lineup and in that dugout. And for him personally, it's just going to cause more problems for him as he heads into the kind of more advanced ages of his advanced years of his career, and it's not going to bode well for him. So again, we'll have to wait and see. No official word on what his status is for tomorrow or the series in Philadelphia, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, here's some prospect news for you. So the Hartford Yard Goats had a doubleheader today, and my goodness, they had some good performances. Rockies sixth-ranked prospect Zach Veen, he had a huge doubleheader, but was highlighted in the second game of the doubleheader. He went 4 for 4 with a home run, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Man, that's a guy who a lot of Rockies prospect circles are talking about. Blake Street Banner, a good follow for you guys. Tune in to listen to their podcast and tune into their shows. Follow them on Twitter and X and Instagram. Great show. Great guys to follow. Again, if you want to catch up more on those guys, please be sure to follow them. Zach Veen, good game today. Another prospect highlighted in today, game 2 of the doubleheader. Sterling Thompson, the Rockies' 5th-ranked prospect. He went 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. And another prospect, Benny Montgomery, the Rockies' 10th-ranked prospect. He went 2 for 4 with a run. The Hartford Yard Goats, of course, won that game. And just a quick thing on the Hartford Yard Goats. For those 3 players, only 6 games into the season, the Yard Goats have had 3 postponements, 1 due to rain, 2 due to snow, unfortunately. All 3 of those prospects you just mentioned, again, 6 games in, they all have an OPS over 900. So 3 guys, for all of you following the Rockies prospects, keep an eye on those guys. Guys that definitely Steve and I have commented in the past about who we'd like to see as possible Colorado Rockies in the future. Okay, around the National League West today, the San Francisco Giants defeated the Tampa Bay Rays by a score of 11-2. And tonight's game, there are 2 more National League West games tonight. The Los Angeles Dodgers will play the San Diego Padres. That's on the West Coast, so it'll be a late game. And the Arizona Diamondbacks are playing the St. Louis Cardinals. That game is going to start shortly. There. Okay, some little bit of fun things around the MLB. Longtime Royals catcher Salvador Perez hit his 250th career home run at Citi Field in New York tonight, but he had some assistance. You can watch this play here. So the ball is hit. Salvador hits the ball to left center field. Brendan Nimmo, Mets center fielder, is going back for it, and he goes up for the catch. The ball bounces off his glove, hits the top of the wall, comes back into the field to play in the outfield. The play was later reviewed, and it was ruled the ball went past, hit the top of the wall. It was ruled a home run. So that's an odd way to hit a career milestone home run. But hey, you take him out, you can get him. The Royals went on to win that game. And a big pitching performance tonight. Red starter Nick Lodolo made his first MLB appearance in 343 days. He started the game against the Chicago White Sox, my other favorite team on the south side of Chicago. And boy, he was magnificent. He took a no-hitter into the 6th inning. His final line score was 5 2/3 innings pitched, giving up only 1 hit, a walk, and a career high 10 strikeouts. So an amazing performance by him. Woo. That Reds team, they're pretty exciting. So keep an eye. So if you want to watch a team, again, I did pick them as one of my postseason teams in our preseason predictions for the rankings. I picked them to make the playoffs as one of the wild card teams. So that's a team young and exciting. Keep an eye on them. So that's something to look forward to. And he says, okay, so that will do for that. Tomorrow, again, the series is now tied up at 1-1 apiece. Rockies 1, Blue Jays 1. Tomorrow is the series finale in Toronto at the Rogers Center. It's a pretty big pitching performance for the Toronto Blue Jays. They are sending one of their stud pitchers, Jose Barrios, good, solid, really good pitcher. He is going to the mound for the Blue Jays. And the Colorado Rockies, we will be sending Kyle Freeland to the mound for the finale. Again, we all know he had that unfortunate, rough opening day start, but he's come on strong. He had a good outing last time, so we'll see how he fares. And again, the Rockies, we will be going for our first series victory of the season. So anyway, that'll do it for this episode of the recap of the Rocky. Hold on 1 second on the comment. Yep, and real quick to address the comment, Fezzi, yes, like I just said, hopefully we can go out and get the series victory tomorrow. It would be our first one of the season. We've come close a few times. Let's hope the Rockies can close this one out. Kyle Freeland, hopefully you have a strong performance, and hopefully the Rockies bats show up tomorrow. So anyway, that'll do it for this episode of the Rockies Recap. Please be sure to subscribe to all of our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and our Threads page. And be sure you click subscribe on our YouTube page so you get updates on when new episodes are released, or if you want to join live, and feel free to make a comment. during the stream, be sure to hit subscribe and make sure your notifications turn on so you get updates as to when the streaming does start. So anyway, that'll do it. Hope all of you have a good rest of your evening. And as always, go Rockies.